10 minutes later. Alrighty, Pete. What are we looking at here? I asked, as I entered my viewing den. My hair was still a little wet from the quick shower I'd just taken, which caused the neckline of my t-shirt to dampen a bit, which I found annoying. I had Pete produce a towel for me, so I could finish drying off, then kicked back into my recliner, just as he was about to begin his briefing. A humanoid drone came along a few moments later with a large bowl of popcorn. Thanks, I told him. Our pleasure to serve, Master, he pipped back. I loved how friendly they were. It was damn good popcorn too. If I had any kind of talent for cooking, I'd demand the recipe. Probably a specialized blend of spices made from herbs unique to this world or something. Or maybe it was powdered cheese and onion salt. Whatever it was, it sure made me lick my fingers. It would appear, began Pete, that a small group of 20 elves is headed directly towards our location, a scan mile ahead of a larger massing of elves and... Skarn. Oh dear, what are those creatures doing on this world? I was surprised by his tone. Pete made an effort to always sound polite and amiable, but he said that last sentence with undisguised disgust in his voice. Skarn? What's a Skarn? I asked him. A predatory race of etheric parasites, usually birthed from a greater corpse worm. The image on the screen changed to show dozens of grey-skinned, bald humanoids with large bat-like ears. Some of them were dressed in rudimentary leather armour, but most wore only loincloths or were naked. Their teeth were sharp and yellowed, and their weapons were rust-spotted and barely maintained. Ugly as these things were, I thought their worst features were their eyes. There was intelligence there, but you could tell immediately that it was up to no damn good. Sorry, did you say a corpse worm? Is that anything like it sounds? I'm positive it's even worse than you imagine, sir. Corpse worms are enormous, necrotic beasts, summoned into this realm for a ritual sacrifice. Once here, they'll possess the dead bodies of the ritual's victims, swell into their nauseating full size, and then once inseminated, begin producing dozens of Skarn at once. Pete, did you really have to say inseminated? That's conjuring up all kinds of images I wish I could unsee. I'm sorry, sir, but that's how the process begins. So, Skarn are basically unclean spirits given form through murder, necromancy, and bestiality? I asked Pete. Essentially, yes. And what are they like on an individual basis? Raven-obsessed sadists with an insatiable appetite for mortal flesh. I nodded to myself. Well, okay then, that's edgy. Fire the railgun part. Once they're all dead, we'll send in a few aerial drones with some Lysol wipes to disinfect the mud. Sir, before we begin, there's something that needs to be brought to your attention. Oh yeah? What's that? The image flashed back to the elves that I'd assumed had been at the vanguard of this attack. Do you see their flag, sir? Pete asked me. I did, and it was quite a surprise. They were waving a flag that showed a golden ring over a red background, surrounded by two black borders. That was the symbol of the Order. Our Order? The Order of the Forge Knights? But why would a bunch of elves be flying our colours? Didn't they hate our guts? But now, after I got a good look at them, I realised that these elves weren't anything like the ones I've been dealing with since arriving on Trinvenium. They were... purer? Is that a good description? The aura of anger and contempt they usually exuded wasn't there. That feeling of unpredictability and madness. What these elves seemed to exude was a calm focus that I'd never seen in their kind before. Their armour was something else too. It was cleaner, brighter, more pristine. It fully covered their bodies too, none of that spiky shoulder deep black nonsense, with exposed necklines and bellies that seemed more fit for strippers than actual fighters. They were even wearing white cloaks. Hell, the ones riding out front looked like genuine paladins. Looking at them, I could just tell these were proper elves, the kind I'd always wanted to meet. One with the earth, possessed of ancient and profound wisdom, beautiful, dignified and kind, but also haughty with pride and quick to strike out against the wicked. You know, elves. Real elves. Not the kill-crazy nutjobs I've been shooting up left and right. But wait, if they weren't leading an attack against us, that meant those Skarn things were hunting them down. What are the odds that we can open fire on the bad guys with a railgun and not cause any harm to the quarry? I asked. Unfortunately, it is extremely difficult to calibrate the damage caused by a railgun as powerful as ours, sir. Rather than using it and potentially harming those seeking our aid, I would instead recommend a direct intervention. Sounds good to me, I said, as I rose from my chair and set aside my popcorn. Bard, it would appear the time has come to forge ahead. Wait, no, it's forging time. Shoot, that doesn't sound good either. Time to make like a forge knight and Forge like a knight? Sir Matthew, asked a confused Pete, may I ask what you're doing? I'm trying out slogans, I admitted in embarrassment. Did any of them sound cool? I would never say anything to deliberately hurt your feelings, Sir Matthew, he said with compassion. That good, huh? I would never say anything to deliberately hurt your feelings, he repeated. You're a kind friend, Pete. If I could offer some advice, sir, instead of emphasizing the knightly aspects of our duties in your attempts at sloganeering, why not instead say what comes most naturally to you? I thought over Pete's suggestion for a bit. Then I smiled and gave a nod of appreciation. Good idea, buddy. Pete, let's ride.